let us look at what is the relationship between total revenue and marginal revenue, right? Now, before I get into the details, let us just look at this table. What this table does is, it gives you what is the number of units which are sold, right? What is the marginal revenue? What is marginal revenue? It is nothing but the increase in the revenue by selling 1 unit of additional quantity. Okay, so when I'm selling 1, what will be there before this? Obviously 0. Everything would have been 0. The quantity sold was 0, the total revenue was 0, and the marginal revenue was 0. When I sold 1 unit, my marginal revenue is 50, and the total revenue becomes 0 plus marginal revenue, which is 50. As I sell 1 additional unit from 1 to 2, the incremental revenue I get is 45. My total revenue becomes 50 plus 45, 95, and so on. At a point in time when I'm selling 7 units, at that point in time, the revenue that I'm getting, the incremental revenue that I'm getting is 0, right? Therefore, if you see, there is no change in the total revenue as the marginal revenue becomes 0. When I sell the 8th unit, my marginal revenue actually becomes negative, right? In such a case, the total revenue will start decreasing, right? So let me explain to you all these properties or the relationship between marginal and total revenue. So like I said, marginal revenue is nothing but it is the addition to the total revenue when 1 more unit of output is sold. So what we see is when marginal revenue is positive, total revenue increases. So if you see, the marginal revenue is positive from this place to this place, right? In fact, not from this place, but this place to this place, right? As long as the marginal revenue is positive, the total revenue increases from sale of every additional commodity. So if you see, it increased from 50 to 95, 120, 125, 130, 135. Everywhere it is increasing. So we can safely assume that as long as marginal revenue is positive, the total revenue would start to increase. When marginal revenue is 0, total revenue is maximum. Where is marginal revenue 0? It is here at this point in time. So if you actually see, the total revenue is maximum at this particular point, right? When marginal revenue is negative, the total revenue decreases, something which I told you in this case. The moment my marginal revenue became minus 10 or negative, the total revenue decreased from 135 to 125. And when marginal revenue is constant, total revenue increases at a constant rate. So if you look at here, my marginal revenue is 5 in this case, 5 in this case, 5 in this case. It's constant, right? If you look at the total revenue, the increase in total revenue from here to here is how much? 5. In this case, from 125 to 30, again 5. 130 to 35, again 5. The total revenue is also increasing at a constant rate. So that's the relationship between total and marginal revenue.